just ran a half marathon in this, the New Balance 880 V15, and let me tell you, they didn't hold back. If you are looking for a reliable, no-nonsense daily trainer, this one brings comfort, stability, and responsiveness to the table. But there's a twist. In this review, I'll break down what's new, how it feels on the run, and whether this is the daily trainer that you've been waiting for. So stick around, you wouldn't want to miss this. So welcome back, guys. It's still Dr. CY, the running dog. You are both certified medical doctor that uses his medical background as well as running experience to give you the most incisive and relevant running shoe reviews. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, once again, I urge you to support us by hitting that subscribe button straight away, and also click the notification bell so you don't miss any updates. We always appreciate you for your patronage. So let's dive right back into these shoes. So first of all, what has changed in this new version? Well, the first one is that New Balance have increased the stack height of these shoes by 3 mm in the heel, while it's 5 mm in the forefoot, because they also reduced the drop. Instead of 8 mm drop in the last version, this one now comes with a 6 mm heel to toe drop. So this has 40.5 mm in the heel and 34.5 mm in the forefoot. So now these have joined the max stack gang. There's so much more foam in the forefoot now relative to the previous version, and that also changes how this shoe feels on the run. The upper is still supportive and comfortable. No crazy changes in this area. The forefoot remains very roomy. I think that's just the changes that you are going to notice between the version 14 and the version 15. A quick look at a few other things. Notice that it's got a kind of a gusset or more of a midfoot band that holds the tongue in place and also gives that nice and secure midfoot lockdown. It's got a standard toe box weight. For my feet, they were pretty okay, no issues there at all. And if you see, it doesn't really taper much, more like a round toe. So it was really very accommodating in the forefoot. And if you look under here also, notice that this shoe has a wide platform. Both in the middle here, where most shoes narrow, this remains wide. The wide platform goes a long way to also improve the stability of these shoes. It has a thick and soft tongue. Nice comfort under the laces. As usual, they've got thick padding in the collar and the heel counter, which complemented by the tongue here gives a nice ankle support and comfort. This foam in the upper part of the heel counter here also creates a nice concavity into which the heel sits. So there's no heel slip at all here. Together with this midfoot band, this gave a very secure lockdown. It's got a nice removable insole, nice and soft, very nice underfoot feel. About the midsole of these shoes, despite the fact that this has the Fresh Foam X, ostensibly it's the same thing that they have in the 1080 and the More V5. But this one feels entirely different from those two shoes. It's comfortable, but it is very firm. It doesn't compress as easily as what you have in the More V5 or the 1080 V14 or 13. Those ones are really, really squishy, whereas this one here is much firmer. And also, it's got high side walls extending down to the midfoot. Kind of cradles the hind foot. Notice that this also has a nice midsole flare, especially in the forefoot here. So all these work together to give these shoes a very solid stability. They are neutral runners, but they are really very, very stable. The arch support also felt very good under my feet. Standard New Balance outsole. They gave a very nice grip on the pavement also. So I put this on the scale and they weigh 315 grams in men's size 11, within the average weight of daily trainers at this size. So the next thing to talk about is the ride. How did these shoes actually perform on the road? So like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, straight out of the box, I laced this up and went for a half marathon run. 21.6 kilometers in 2 hours and 8 minutes, average pace 5 minutes 56 seconds per kilometer, It was an easy run, nice and good. I felt comfortable throughout 21 kilometers. This is not your super plush marshmallow shoe. It's got a firm, secure feel that's surprisingly very, very comfortable over the longer miles. And they were nicely responsive also. With the increased foam in the forefoot and the less drop, this shoe is now much better for midfoot and forefoot strikers. Slight heel bevel here and a nice rocker also in the forefoot. The transition was smooth and nice, and the takeoff was good. For easy runs especially, I think this is the one that is built for the long miles. Average breathability. So to summarize, I will say that this gave me a nice, comfortable but firm, responsive and a very stable ride. They didn't have any hot spots. So who is this shoe for? If you love stable, balanced daily trainer with a touch of firmness, this could be your perfect high mileage shoe. It's great for easy runs, long miles, and steady paces. But if you're after that soft sink-in cushion feel, then you have to look elsewhere. These ones are not for you. So is the 880 V15 worth it? Let's talk about that. The most popular New Balance daily trainers are the 1080 and the Fresh Foam More. Excellent comfortable shoes for daily runs. So how does this come in? First of all, let's talk price. The Fresh Foam More V5 is selling at $150, while the 1080 V14 is selling at $165. Now this, the 880 is listed at $140. So it comes in $10 to $25 less than the other two shoes. The advantage that this one has over those other two shoes is stability. So if you are someone that struggles with stability, the 880 is definitely going to be a better choice for you. The 1080 and the More, they are more comfortable because of their softer midsole foam, but that also makes them slightly less stable and probably a little less responsive than what you are going to get out of this. If you don't mind a firm ride or you are struggling with stability, then the 880 is going to be the one for you. I'm definitely going to keep this in my rotations for the long steady miles. So guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Are you considering this? And if you've run in it, also tell us what you think in the comments. We still appreciate that. If you found the review helpful, please hit the like button. And if you have not yet subscribed, once again, please support us by subscribing to the channel. And by the way, I'll be leaving the Amazon link to these shoes in the description. If you're interested in them, you can support the channel by also using the link. So guys, that's it for this one. I hope you've enjoyed the review. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.